So I simmed a few weeks and it was pretty up and down. We went 500 in those games as we sit at 13 and 11. It's honestly probably about right for us. We went through the gauntlet in the first week facing the undefeated Nuggets and Lakers. We had some decent wins and losses, but today we're going up against the Heat, who are very close to us in the standings last time I checked. We actually sit at the 6th seed right now, and honestly that's probably close to our ceiling as a team. The highest I can see us getting is the 5th, because the records are actually pretty close in the Eastern Conference. But enough talk. Let's get into the game against the Heat. We can start with a Trey highlight where he hits a 3 off a screen with no shot meter because I forgot to turn that back on after playing Park. Another Trey highlight comes from his lob to Collins, and there were quite a few of those in this game. One thing also became super apparent in this game. Hunter can't guard Jimmy Butler at this point, and let me tell you, he lit us up. Hunter's too slow to guard him. But John Collins got Jimmy's 2 points right back off of another feed from Trey. These two went off for us this quarter. Speaking of Trey, he was absolutely cooking. And here he is with a really clean sequence from him getting a floater over 2 guys to go, putting us up 2. Bogdan is also trying to show us that he actually can shoot threes, and he did a lot of that this game, greening that one because Hero gave him too much space. Bogdan also had his fair share of misses from 3 this game though. Luckily, Capella was there to clean it up for us this time. Speaking of Capella, he's trailing the fast break and takes advantage of Bam doubling Bogdan to get the layup to go. I'm not entirely sure why Hunter left Jimmy this wide open, but we pay for it and our lead is down 4 points. Bogdan flashes his off the dribble skills, taking Hero off the bounce for the runner. At least I think that's what it's called. Well, I think that's what a runner is. I don't really know, honestly. Our bench came in and the Heat started to go on a run though, and Robinson is able to get some daylight and absolutely drills a 3 to cut our lead to 5. But part of the reason for the Heat's run is that we just missed open shots. That actually happens in a few stretches this game, but it happens. Lucky for us, Dunn was actually pretty aggressive off the dribble in the first. It ended up getting him to the free throw line on this possession where he hit both. Although honestly, there's only so much you can do when Iguodala hits these type of shots. He seems to hit out of nowhere, but what can you do? We're up 3 points at the end of the first quarter, which is a little less of a lead than we could have had, but we're up, so I can't complain. One thing I will say is that Cam Reddish defended Jimmy Butler way better than Hunter. I think his athleticism has a lot to do with that. And honestly, if we had to choose between the two, I think I would take Reddish over Hunter, even if Hunter is probably better right now. Speaking of defense, Hero doesn't play that well on Bogdan, who gets Hero jumping and then gets the layup to go to give us the lead back. But Hero definitely pays us back with that stupid shot over Bogdan that I didn't expect to go in at all, but it did. It's Tyler Hero. I'll show you the 1-3 that Gallinari hits this game though, and it's just this one off the pick and pop. Then he kind of disappears for the rest of the game. Bogdan chimes in with his own 3 on the fast break though, which really helped us out and put some space between us and the Heat. Let's show the Rook some love with this rebound and put back by our very own Onyeka Okongwu, who is doing very well this season. Speaking of Rook, even though he isn't a rookie anymore, we got lucky with Tyler Hero's first missed 3, but he hit this one wide open, unfortunately, for us. While Gallinari didn't hit any more 3s though, he had a really nice turnaround jumper that I told y'all about last episode, and it puts our lead back up to 7 points. I lied about him not being in here anymore. After that, we played some good defense on Olynyk though, who for some reason was handling the ball. But on the other end, we get to see a flash of Reddish's potential, where he freezes Dragic with his handles and drives straight to the rim for a dunk. That was oh so nice. Kelly Olynyk decided that he was going to leave a footprint on this game though, and he started by taking that shot. But on the other end, Trey is making him look a fool on defense, driving by him, getting the floater, and getting the foul on him. Spoelstra has to sub him out now, right? We started to slip a little bit though. Lucky for us, Bogdan is hitting 3s this game. Like this one, he just greened to put us back in double digits. But the second quarter is winding to a close, And I figure why not get one more Trey Collins pick and roll. And man, does it result in a beautiful lob. I love this play very much. We're up 51-39 at halftime. The third quarter is pretty much exactly the same, so we're going to skip to the fourth quarter, where things get interesting, to say the least. We start off the fourth on a positive note, with Tyler Hero showing us why he was one of the best rookies in the league last year, drilling that jumper. Bam also decided that it was time to get disrespectful, and he finished this filthy lob from Duncan Robinson. We have to get a timeout to get the starters back in. It's time. We are super lucky Bogdan is having a decent game because he's greened his third three of the game, if I remember right. And boy, did we need that right now. But we're fouling the Heat a lot, and free throws are giving them lots of points. We're also missing lots of wide open shots. See this mid-range shot from John Collins, wide open. Then see this shot from Bogdan, wide open. Even Trey is missing shots. This game might be over, guys. Our guys are just missing right now. They're pretty open shots, too. We can't do much more. Lucky for us, though, John Collins cleans up Trey's missed shot and finally gets the ball to go in the basket. We're lucky to still be up at this point. But Dragic has finally decided to hit a shot, and it just so happens to be at the least opportune time. Thank you, Dragic. Cam decides to take it into his own hands, though, and be aggressive on Jimmy Butler, which fortunately for him ends up in free throws. Thank you, Cam. That could have ended very badly for both of us. But let me introduce you to Missed Shots Volume 2, featuring Trae Young on this one. Shortly after him, it's John Collins with a contested long 2. Nice. Then we'll take another look at John Collins on this one, where he again does not make a wide open 3. No wonder he's shooting 31% on the season right now. Bogdan is deciding to be a shot maker though, and he gets the 3-point play on Hero again. Thank you, Bogdan, for making up for other people's not goodness, or whatever the word I'm looking for is. I'll show this play just to show you that I had to foul Bam in order to leave this game with our dignity. Because Jesus, man, that was going to be something fierce. Bam wasn't going to leave those 2 points though, even though he got them at the line. And he comes back on the next possession and gets a putback to cut our lead to 1 with like 2.5 minutes to go. But for some reason, it takes our lead getting cut for our guys to make shots. But at least Trey greens this 3 to somewhat get our lead back. You know what makes me confident in our ability to win with Trey? It's the fact that he came back down on the next possession and drains a 3 2 steps behind the line to bolster our lead even more in the clutch. Jimmy didn't take that lightly though, and he came down on the other end and showed us why his nickname is Jimmy G Buckets. And he cuts our lead down to 5 with like a minute and a half left. And then he comes back and he does it again because it's Jimmy Butler. But Bogdan Bogdanovic, he may have missed a lot of shots today, but he made some shots in the clutch. We're up 6 with 45 seconds to go. And somehow Precious Achiuwa is scoring in the clutch. Surely this doesn't mean anything, right? They're full court pressing. No way we turn this over. Oh my gosh. Precious Achiuwa scored in the clutch again, and we only lead by 2. Holy crap. Okay, Collins, Trey, pick and roll. Trey with the 3. Oh, okay, thank God John Collins is there. Guys, what the heck? Stop passing it around. Get it to Trey. Another Collins pick and roll. This should be good. Yes, the law. Okay. That's a turnover. Holy crap. The Heat have a chance to win. They have the ball left with pretty much the shot clock empty. 5 seconds left, and Jimmy Butler has the ball. That's dangerous. He got a wide open look. Oh my gosh. We are so lucky that did not go in. Jesus, man, that was way too close. We win, but that was stressful. Leaving Jimmy Butler to decide your fate is never a good idea if you're the opposing team. Goodness, let's move on to the team comparison, which says that our assist numbers were really low, considering we only got 18. We missed a lot of catch and shoot opportunities again. John Collins was big for us on the defensive boards. He got a lot of contested ones this game that could have allowed for the Heat to get some second chance points. With a score like we had, that was a difference maker. We also only shot 33% from 3. We just have to get better with the volume that we're taking. But we did have some 3s in the clutch, which is very, very nice. We're getting open looks, they just aren't going in a lot of the time. The offense has to click more. But the offense clicked for Trae Young. He had 23 and 9 on 50% shooting. Bogdan also had an okay game, not great from the field, but like 40% from 3, so that's pretty good. John Collins was big on the boards and caught a couple lobs for us. Outside of that, nobody is really worth a mention except that Gallinari was bad. But on the Heat side, Bam had 21 and 14. Jimmy Butler didn't take nearly enough shots, but he scored 19 points on 9 for 15 shooting. But we won, so that's great. We're 14 and 11, and I'm going to go to sleep now. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like. You guys have been absolutely stupid with the subs lately, and we're seeing a lot of growth. So thank you guys. It really does mean a lot, and it's crazy to check my phone 1 minute and have 120 subscribers, and then I get off work and I look at my phone again and I have 128. What the heck is wrong with you guys? You guys are awesome. But if you didn't like the video, leave a dislike, and y'all have a good one.